Hello there. Welcome to the Bear Den. I'm Cash Bear Mama. I hope that you all had a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. And it could not just be a Mother's Day weekend, it could be for anybody that takes care of another person, caregiver. It could have been another child that you're taking care of. It could be an adopted child, a foster child. It could be nieces and nephews that you take care of. You could be male or female taking care of them. It doesn't matter. That was your day too. You're taking care. It could be a fur baby you're taking care of. You're still that fur baby's mother. All right? I got 2 guinea pigs. I'm still the mama. So there we are. So happy Mother's and Others Day. How's that? So I hope you did have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. On that day, we went to church and they had fixed a breakfast for the mothers and whoever came in. And so that was fun. And then later on after church, we went to a buffet that's every year. It's an Italian buffet. And surprisingly, they still kept it at $10. I think when we first started, it was $8. Now it's $10. And so that was fun. You know, they put out the food. You go get it. Kind of small, intimate place to go to, but they were ready, you know, and they got different times that you go in, and we went in early. My mother had reserved the time because she always wants to go there. And then we had the family barbecue and all the mothers, grandmothers, whoever, aunts, uncles, the women, they got to open their gifts that people had bought, and we had fun and danced and line danced and just had a great time. But I hope you had a great time. You didn't have to do all that. Maybe you just wanted to sit by somewhere and just sit down. You know, some mothers, and I understand because there's times I just don't want you near me. Can you just let's be alone, okay? So be alone, be happy, do what you had to do, and I hope you had a great time doing it. Also, we have, what else happened this week? Oh, did you hear about the 5 most disastrous areas in the United States? And I thought they were going to come out. You know, I'm looking for these other states. But number 1, maybe I should go from the bottom. From number 5 is Oregon. Number 4 is Washington. Number 3 is Texas. Number 2 is Florida, and number 1 is California. Now, why they're a disaster is because of insurance, disaster-prone areas. And the insurance has risen. Someplace they have risen 100%. And we get the backlog of that. You know, and I'm not blaming those states. Things happen. I'm just blaming more the insurance companies because it costs a lot to build a house, rebuild a house. And a lot of people, they have opted not to have insurance and kind of self-insure, especially if you own a home, okay, outright. You don't owe anybody any money. You own the home, you know, but the mortgage companies, they don't go for that. You either insure it while with us, and you don't want them to insure it because sometimes they don't care what insurance they get. So sometimes if you're paying $2,000, their insurance they find is $4,000, $6,000. So you don't want them to go find insurance for you. You always want to have your own insurance. And of course, they have requirements of what type of insurance they want because they want that house. It's in their best interest. That house is not really yours until you pay for it. You don't own it outright. You got a little brother back there looking over your shoulder, and it's the mortgage company. And we had to be mindful of that. And if you want to get it paid off, pay it off, and then you can get your insurance the type that you want. And sometimes lower insurance because they're at the whim of the mortgage company. They can't come down, the mortgage company, I want this, and they have to put it on there. And some things you may not need, but then insurance, you have to watch out because It costs more to build. So those people that are doing the self-insurance, a house that may have been $200,000 to build because lumber, all this stuff, the workers, it's up. So it may not be 200,000 anymore. It may be 400,000, 500,000 just to build that house back. So we have to watch what we're doing all the time, especially during this inflation time. During what we're doing. Okay? Also, remember, I looked at a lot of YouTube channels, and thank you for those who helped me get some of those low people up that just got there. Some of them hadn't just got there. Some of them have been there a year, and they're down there groveling with 2 or 3 people, but they were still putting out videos, still, asking for help in their own little way. It was like, I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep on going. And we too, we got to figure out in the first place, because sometimes you feel like quitting. And I watched a lot of YouTube channels that had started up. They got like 800 subscribers, 700 subscribers, and they're gone. They're not even there. They've been gone over a year. And we have to remember, when we feel like quitting like that, why were you here in the first place? Why were you here? And most of the time you were here because you wanted to be debt free. Yes, probably you wanted to have money from the YouTube thing to get another, set of income coming in. But really, it was to be debt free. You have to wonder why you do something all the time. Why do you do this? Like I said, think about, why do you spend money? Why do you overspend? Why are you doing that? Why do you really want that purse? Is it really something that you want? Especially if it's a name brand. Did it have to be a name brand? Would it be a name brand if you weren't around people, certain people? Okay, what if you lived out in the woods? Would that name brand make any sense? So you have to figure out your why. That you're not buying it for everybody else. That you're probably buying it, we hope, for yourself because you want it, you like the workmanship, the craftsmanship of the purse or whatever you're buying, the wallet, not for other people. Because trying to buy for other people is going to get you right back in debt. You have to remember your why. Why am I trying to get out of debt? Maybe it's the credit cards. You're tired of shuffling the credit cards. You're tired of them being at max. And we know the credit card shuffle. It's like you're going through the credit card. Which one can I use? Okay, you're going through them. You're online trying to check the limits. You're scared when you go out to eat. You're scared in a restaurant. It may not go through. It may not go through. You're tired of the credit card shuffle. Okay, you're at the whim of the credit card. Some of you, like me, you want to pay off your mortgage. You want to pay off the car. You just want to pay off so you can go do things that you want to do. You want to pay them off before retirement. You want to enjoy your retirement and not have all this mortgage payment, maybe a car payment in your face. You want credit cards that if you decide to travel, I can take this credit card out, go where I'm going to go. Some of you are building generational wealth. And don't let anybody tell you there's not generational wealth. Yes, it is. You can still build it. A person can build their own wealth. Maybe you just want to build your wealth. You don't have anybody behind you. You're single. I'm not doing that. I just want to build my own wealth. I just want to look at my bank account with some money in it. A lot of money. I just want to stare at it. You have to figure out your why. Why am I doing this? What reason, so that you don't give up. Every time you feel like giving up, why are you doing this? I'm trying to get debt free. And don't listen to people that go, you can never be debt free. We're talking about big debt. I'm not talking about the utilities. The only time utilities and all that stuff gets in the way, when they get too big, yes, then they become a debt, a big debt. but they're part of life. They're essentials. You want your electric on. You want your gas to heat the car. To heat your house. You want gasoline for your car, or maybe you want money for transportation if you're on the subway or whatever. You want the essentials of life to keep you happy so that you can go on and do what you really want to do. So think of, why are you doing this? And I'm hearing through the grapevine, HELOCs are usually with private companies. They usually, if you want to get equity out of your home, you go to get a HELOC. Some people are taking HELOCs and paid off their entire home, and then they just pay the HELOCs back. Now, that's a little dangerous now because the interest rate is up. So kind of pay attention, and then you get the wrong HELOC, like my grandparents did, and I had to go and pay it off last year. But who's getting into this thing I'm hearing is Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, the government. Now, if they got into it, because they don't do that, it's a second mortgage, right? It would be a second mortgage, and it would probably be at lower interest rate, just like the FHA. And that would be a help for people who own their homes, and they could get that and pay it off, or pay for things, or pay their bills off. And I'm hoping, if it does go through, from what I'm hearing, maybe not, but if it does, that after that, what's going to happen? Because some of you are going, well, I don't own a home. That they got to do something then for everybody else that doesn't own a home, right? They got to do something. You did that. Open the floodgates. So we'll see what happens. Keep your eyes and your ears open. So today we're going to work on our Christmas binder. Christmas is 7 months from now. We're doing the movement again. We are doing the movement again. And we got our savings challenges in here, so we will get ready to do that and see where we are. Let me get these out of here. So what have you been doing this week? What changes did you make? I see some people, they got new savings challenges. They got new binders. They got new, you're in the new stage. Summer's coming, and you're just getting there in the new stage, and that's okay. I think that's fantastic. Let's see how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come on out. And 6. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, let me see. I may have more than I'm supposed to. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got 2. Oh, the same person. That was GK Designs. She changed the name. 4. This is why I say put your name on there. Now, this one was from the Butterfly Digital Company budgets. And I think this one is still from, now I know this is Savvy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. How's that? 6. So here we go. This is Savvy Budgets. Savvy Budgets, and this is Carrie J Budgets. They're on Etsy. GK. This is Lucy. 1, 2, 3, Lucy. So here we go. We'll throw a dice and see who's getting what. Right? So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How's that? Can you see? Because sometimes I look on here, I am out of frame. And I'm looking down at it, and I'm looking at the iPhone. No, I haven't changed that. As long as it's working. I keep saying, get a camera, get all this stuff, but 2, 3, 4, 5. And we got $2. Somebody's getting an extra $2. 5. 1. May the 31st, we're doing our giveaway with Frugality is Life products. Check her out. Number 2 gets 1. Number 2 gets 1. Number 3 gets 1. Number 3 gets 1. Number 5 gets 1. Turn this around. Yeah. Number 1 gets 1. Number 1 gets 1. Ooh. Talk that one up. 6. That's you. Landed right on you. How you feeling? 3. 3. 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's you. 5. That's you again. 2. 5. 2. We got the last one. Who's getting it? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You finally got $1. Okay. So who has the most and is getting this $2? So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we got a tie there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Triple tie. 1. Uh-oh, this one feels thick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's this one. And 1. So this one over here gets the extra $2. And that'll be $8 on there. So I have to write it on the back and put these in there where they're supposed to go till they reach their little thing. Like this one's $10. So till we get there. All right, I am headed out. I hope you're having a great day, a wonderful day. I will see you soon as long as YouTube loads the video and does not fool around with it. But you know, love the videos. Some of you are doing really great. You are just cashing in and stomping it. That's what we're doing. Remember, we're doing the year-long savings challenge challenge on here. I'm looking out my window at, there's a cat out there from somewhere. It's a clean cat, so it's in the neighborhood, from the neighborhood. And we're having a year-long savings challenge, which is 2024, right? This is the year of savings. And by the end of the year, you keep track of everything. Any type of money coming in, gift cards, somebody hands you some money, that's yours, not go out there, okay, that you get, that type of thing. Keep track of savings on receipts. Keep track of all your income tax checks, all of your paychecks coming in every month, anything that's money coming in that you probably didn't pay attention, and we're just going to add it up. Just put it on a piece of paper, keep track of it. If you started late, maybe you can go back and track some of those things down. And, at the end of the year, we're going to see who and what, if you want to tell us, what did you do? How much were you excited that you got more than you were supposed to, from abundance, from happiness, from joy? And don't listen to anybody on here that sits there. There's a wave coming through of, I don't want to be positive. I don't want to be negative all the time. They're just jealous. And one admitted that he was jealous. I was looking at the video of one of them. No, I'm not going to tell you. You'll probably just fall out and faint. But he was just, and he says, I realized that I needed to think differently about how my life was going, instead of putting things down to being negative all the time, being jealous of positivity, being jealous of somebody else's happiness. And we can't be jealous of somebody else's happiness. In order to get the same happiness or something like it that somebody else have, you have to cheer them on. You have to say, that's great, that's positive, that's wonderful. You have to be happy in order to get happiness. You have to love in order to get love. Okay? You have to think of your life as full of abundance. That's why I had that abundance check on my Etsy shop. It was for you to think of a number. Let me see, what can I guess that I'm going to get this year? How much money is actually coming in this year? Okay, what are you doing with it? What are you doing? You know, I told you I was shocked last year when I found out I had made $141,000 of stuff just coming in. Had no idea. So put a number on there, make your own. I don't care. My Etsy shop is for the homeless. I double things on there and I keep it for the homeless in the envelope. But you don't have to buy that. It's not a commercial for my shop. Make your own. Draw your own. Make your own check. Use one of your old checks, put void on it. Do what you got to do if you want to join us. And then at the end of the year, we'll see how much money is coming in, because I don't think we realize how much is actually coming in. And it makes you think how much has really been going out that you've been saving. And so get that abundance. And I'm praying over those checks. I pray every day. About 3 times is the smallest that I pray, and the largest is mostly half the day. When I think of it, every hour, I just keep praying. So I'm praying over those checks. I'm praying for you. Some of you have wrote me. I pray for you, and it's going to be all right, because we're going to get out of this thing this year, and I want you to grow. I want you to have abundance. I want you to have that miracle and that happiness, because it's out there. God is out there. The universe is out there. He made the universe. Okay? And don't listen to this negativity going on, talking about, you know, some people talking about there's no God. There's no something. Hey, that's your issue. That's your problem. And you are negative, and you need to move over there. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And you take care of your money. And you take care of the things that you need to do within your household. Because you will see your money grow if you take care of it. Take care of it. Save it. Invest it. You got it. You didn't work hard. You didn't go to work every day just to do that. You didn't have your Social Security check to come in here and not be successful. Not be able to do anything. You can save $1. You can save 50 cents. I don't care what you save. Okay, you want to save 10 cents, that's on you. You want to save a penny, that is your life. You know what to do with it. Just show yourself, sometimes some of you, that you can do something to save. Learn to save yourself. Learn to be your own bank. We don't need Big Papa out there looking out for us sometimes. Learn not to go out there and spend all the time. These news outlets will tell you all this bad news, and you running out there, da-da-dee-da-dee. Get your essentials together. Get your menus together. You don't need all that sometime right now. If it sounds like something's going down, you got your stuff together. Get your finances in order. And if the rest of them don't want to do it, okay. Learn to say no to people. You are not their bank. You are your bank. If you got kids, you are their bank. And if your family doesn't want to go along with it, you know, you just silently keep doing what you're doing. Because you know what? You're going to build up all this stuff. Going to be buying all this stuff. And then they're going to go, where'd you get that? How'd you get that? You're going to be the financial guru in your family, because they always do. A lot of people out there spending on all this stuff, and they're broke. They're just broke. My neighbor just busted. Mr. Broke over here, you know, strutting his stuff, and hadn't been paying to get hit. The front of his house had, you know, fell off, and he hadn't fixed it. HOA came through, did their thing. He lost his house. He's over there with his mama, with his kids, because his wife walked off. She said, I'm not doing this. They had been the apple of the neighborhood. We got this and we got that, strutting their stuff, having neighborhood barbecues and doing all this stuff. And now, nothing, nothing. He had to move in with his mom and dad. And you know what he does? He sits and glares. See, we don't have any fences. I'm getting ready to put one up, believe me. I'm thinking about it. But anyway, we don't have fences, and he sits there and he glares over here. His mom lives behind me. Mom and dad. They've owned a pizza shop all their life. They came over here, had pizza shop, built their wealth, bought the house for him and his sister. His sister's still in the house. They bought all this land out here, and then they sold it to the development company. And he's sitting over there because he lost it. His wife walked off, and then his kids moved in with his sister so they could finish school. And he has nothing. Just absolutely nothing. He's just over there. He's working, he works at a car dealership. That's it. You have to lay back on your parents. See, you have to think of your why. He probably didn't think of why. Why do I have this house? What else do I need in case of emergency or things I need to do? We have to think of our why, and we have to keep that in mind all the time. That I have to take care of this house. I have to do this. Yes, we have the budgeting system, Some people say Dave Ramsey invented it, but he didn't. It was from our grandparents, ancestors, where they put money in a jar and kept it. The snowball method was, I'll pay the smallest bill before I pay the largest bill. That's all it is. They already did that. Or I'll pay the largest bill, or I'll pay the one with the interest. They really weren't worried about interest, but this bill seems to be higher. I remember my mom talking about, before you even talk about interest, they had 2 stores here, and 2 clothing stores. And she had credit cards to them. And I was sitting beside her, and her and my dad were working on the bills. And I remember her saying, she says, how come this bill is the same? It was the same amount almost as the other bill. And she said, this bill gets paid off faster than that one. They both were near the same amounts. What it was interest. It was the interest. They hadn't talked about interest or anything, but she was like, okay, we're going to stop this over here, and we're going to pay that one, which was really interest. The interest was driving it to be slower paid off because they kept putting it on there. And the one with less interest was just going, and then she would redo it. So she just stayed with that one. She stayed with the other one, but it was for major things. It was mostly appliances and stuff. That was over there. The other one was her furniture one, clothing, and she was like, okay, we're staying over there because they didn't have appliances in their little thing in the stores. They were mostly clothes, furniture, perfume, all that stuff. But appliances was over there, and she said, okay, when things break down, I'll go over there. But over here, we'll just use this card. I can just boop, boop, pay it all quick. It was the interest. So it's been that way. Okay, we've just, and a lot of people, you packaged it up and you made wonderful, beautiful envelopes. You turned it into a business they have, and made planners and stuff. You dressed it up, and that's fine. It looks great. You're doing great. But we also have to remember, like I said, always remember the past. It wasn't its ancestors. Other people just capitalized on it. You capitalize on something to make a business. Okay, you feel a need or a void to make a business. But always remember your why. Why are you here? And that should keep you going. Why am I here? Write that down someplace, because see, along the way, you're going to go, what am I doing? And I don't know if I can stay here anymore. The bills are piling up. The debt collector's after me. And so you go, why am I here? You're here to get out. Take care. Enjoy yourself. See you soon. Thank you for visiting me, everybody. I'm visiting you guys as much as I can. I'm working and da 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 da. You know, we do the best we can. One person, the rest of you, please visit. Please help. If you see somebody that I may not have, or there's somebody new, please, showcase them so I can find them too, because I want to join in the fun. So take care. Love you. Bye bye.